God says, a massive financial miracle has just been confirmed for you, and very soon, it will arrive into your hands not by your striving, not by your own ability, but purely as a gift, flowing directly from heaven's generous heart to yours. Right now, in this very moment, as your eyes rest on these words, something sacred is beginning to move in the unseen. There is a divine current shifting in your favor, slowly turning the tide, setting into motion something extraordinary that has been crafted just for you. Comment Amen if you receive this blessing, and let your faith be seen. In the quiet places where worry used to live, God is gently placing peace. In the areas of your life where the weight of lack has sat heavy, where your hands have felt empty and your heart burdened by fear of tomorrow, the Lord is sending an overflow of His grace, wrapped in the warmth of His love, filled with more than just financial breakthrough. It will carry joy, restoration, and security you haven't felt in years. You are not forgotten, and you are not behind. Heaven's timing is never rushed, but it is always right on time. This miracle will not just touch your bank account or ease your financial stress. It will also reach deep into your spirit and remind you that God's hand has always been over your life, even when you couldn't see it. Every bill, every unpaid need, every anxious night where you couldn't sleep because the numbers didn't add up, God saw it all. He has collected each tear, remembered every whispered prayer, and now He is preparing to answer you in a way that will leave you in awe. There are blessings coming that you didn't even ask for because God knows what you need before you speak it. There are doors that will swing open, not because you forced them, but because your faith kept knocking. You may have felt like nothing was changing, that heaven was silent, but behind the stillness, angels have been dispatched, and the path has been cleared for something supernatural to find you. You don't need to understand how. You only need to believe that He is good, and that He delights in surprising His children with more than they expect. The same God who turned water into wine, who fed thousands with only a few loaves and fish, is the one preparing your miracle now. And when it arrives, it will not feel like luck, coincidence, or just good timing. It will feel like home. It will feel like love. It will feel like the Father saying, "I told you I would take care of you." This miracle will be a testimony. People will look at you and wonder how things changed so suddenly, and you will smile gently, knowing deep inside it was never about money, but about trust. It was never about the size of your need, but the size of your God. And He is bigger than anything that has ever stood in your way. Comment 11:11 if you believe that something beautiful is already being written in heaven for you. When you opened your heart just enough to hope again, when you dared to believe that God was not done with your story, even after all the hardship, you gave Him room to work wonders. You don't need to beg for this miracle, it's already yours. You just need to receive it with open arms, the way a child receives a gift from a loving parent, with eyes wide and heart full. He's not only going to meet your needs, He's going to exceed them. Not because you earned it, but because He is a Father who loves without limits. He wants you to live in freedom, not fear. In fullness, not lack. He wants your life to shine with His goodness so that others may see and know that He is a provider, a healer, a restorer, and a miracle worker. So tonight, as the hours pass and you begin to wind down, resist the urge to worry about tomorrow. Speak softly to your own heart and remind it that something has already shifted. You don't have to see it yet for it to be true. Faith sees through closed doors. Faith feels the rain before the clouds part. Faith walks forward, even when the ground looks unstable, knowing that the Lord upholds every step. There is favor on your name. There are blessings marked with your story. There is provision coming that is going to sweep through your life like a soft wind, quiet, sudden, and deeply refreshing. It will renew your strength. It will lift your head. It will remind you that even in the waiting, you were never alone. Let your heart settle in this truth: God does not delay without purpose, and He never makes promises He does not intend to fulfill. If He said there is a miracle for you, then there is. And not only that, but He will make sure it arrives at the exact moment it will make the greatest impact. He's been preparing not only the gift, but also you. Every season of stretching, every lesson learned in the dark, every day you chose to hold on to hope when everything said give up, it all mattered. None of it was wasted. He was shaping your spirit to be able to carry the weight of the blessing with humility, wisdom, and deep joy. Sometimes, the miracle doesn't look like a sudden downpour, but rather like the steady build of clouds on a dry day, slowly growing until the sky finally opens. You may not feel it yet, but everything around you is responding to what I have already spoken over you. I am not waiting for a reason to bless you, my child. I have always been your provider, your source, your shelter. You have waited, you have cried, you have endured, and now, you are being positioned to receive, not only financially, but spiritually and emotionally, with a joy that settles deeply into your soul and does not leave. A rare 7-second morning ritual that was hidden in CIA files is now reappearing, and people are already reporting rapid financial breakthroughs. It takes almost no time, yet it activates a dormant wealth switch in the brain that most never unlock. Click the link in the description and comments now. Access it before it disappears. I have seen how you gave, even when you barely had enough for yourself. I have seen your generous heart, your silent sacrifices, and your quiet faith. And now I am responding with more than you expected, more than you imagined, more than you dared to pray for. You have not been ignored, and you have not been abandoned. Heaven has heard you. The angels have stood beside you. And now, a season of release is beginning. You don't have to chase what is meant for you. You don't have to exhaust yourself trying to figure out how this miracle will happen. I am the one who opens doors no one can shut. I am the one who brings streams into deserts and makes a way through the wilderness. I am the one who turns empty hands into overflowing vessels. Trust me to bring this blessing to your doorstep in a way that will leave you humbled and amazed. There is a holy stillness that comes before the miracle shows itself. It's that quiet moment where the world may still look the same, but your spirit starts to rise with expectation. You feel lighter, more steady, more peaceful, even though nothing seems to have changed yet on the outside. That's how you know it's coming. That's how you know your soul is aligning with what I've already declared over you. I never stopped watching over you, not for one moment. Through all the sleepless nights, the worries that curled up in your chest, the silent counting of bills, the wondering if you would make it another week, my eyes were on you. And I have sent something now that will not pass you by. It has your name on it. Your story. Your journey. This is personal to me. Comment 1010 if you believe in God's strength to carry you through this. You will not always be in survival mode. There is a chapter ahead where you will breathe deeper, where you will give freely without fear, where you will walk into rooms knowing that you are cared for and provided for by the Almighty. There is no need to compare your story with anyone else's. I have written yours with deep care, with perfect timing, and with a love that cannot fail. Don't let the enemy convince you that it's too late or that you've missed your chance. My timing is not bound by human understanding. What looks delayed to you is still right on schedule in my hands. I was never slow in blessing you. I was making you strong enough to hold the blessing without it overwhelming you. I was teaching you how to stand in storms so that when the rain of blessing comes, you will know how to dance in it with gratefulness, not fear. You are not entering this miracle empty-handed. You are bringing with you a heart full of faith, memories of my faithfulness, and a soul that has been refined by fire and made stronger through the trials. You will carry this testimony with you, and it will bless others who are still waiting for their own miracle to come. The finances will come, but so will peace. The money will arrive, but so will healing. The provision will be released, but so will clarity, restoration, and joy. This isn't just about paying bills, it's about releasing you from fear. It's about showing you that I care about your needs and your dreams, your rent and your rest, your work and your worship. I am not asking you to figure it all out. I am only asking you to trust that I already have. While you sleep, I am working. While you pray, I am moving. While you rest, I am aligning every piece, every opportunity, every connection to fall perfectly into place. And when you wake up to the breakthrough, it will be more than you prayed for, because I always give in abundance, not scarcity. Your hands will not remain empty. Your heart will not stay heavy. Your table will not go bare. I will fill what was lacking. I will pour where there was dryness. I will lift you where you felt low. You are mine, and I take care of my own. Speak it over yourself gently, even if your voice trembles. God is providing for me, and I will not be afraid. Let this be the moment your heart begins to rest in me. Let this be the hour where your eyes begin to see, not just what is around you, but what is already on the way. You are not hoping in vain. You are not trusting in silence. You are believing in a God who never breaks his promises and never forgets his children. So lift your head, my child. Let the tears fall if they need to. You're safe here. You're seen. And you are already walking toward the gift I have prepared, a gift that will change your life, not just for a moment, but forever. This massive financial miracle, though it is on its way to your hands, is only a reflection of my heart toward you, a heart that has always desired to comfort you, provide for you, and lift you higher than you thought possible. Comment, Jesus is my Lord, if you believe the best is yet to come. There have been moments where your spirit almost gave up, where you walked through long seasons of lack, not just in your bank account but in your strength, your energy, and your hope. Still, you pressed on. Still, you believed. Even when your prayers felt like whispers in a quiet room, I heard you. Even when nothing around you changed for days, weeks, or months, I was working underneath it all. I was holding you, shielding you, building something far greater than what your eyes could see. This miracle, the one that is now moving swiftly toward your life, is not just a financial breakthrough. It is a release from the bondage of fear, a removal of the weight that has kept your shoulders tired and your mind weary. I am not just going to provide what you need, I'm going to remind you who I am. I am your shepherd. I am your source. I am your father, and I never fail. What if wealth was always controlled by a hidden brain signal, buried in CIA files and never explained to the public? This frequency is now opening new paths, drawing opportunities, and changing lives faster than expected. Thousands are already using it to attract wealth like never before. Click the link in the description and comments now and activate the money-attracting brain wave today. The world often tries to convince you that blessings are earned, that you must prove your worth to receive favor, but I want you to understand something deeply and clearly today. My love for you is not based on what you do, but on who I am. And I am love. I am mercy. I am the one who gives freely and abundantly to my children, not out of obligation, but out of joy. You have spent too long worrying about what you lack, too long staring at numbers that didn't match your needs, too long praying with trembling hands, unsure if you'd see relief in time. But I tell you now, peace is coming. A shift is coming. The weight will lift, and the doors will open. Not in a small, quiet way, but in a way that brings tears of joy to your eyes and strength back to your soul. Comment, God is always with me, if you're ready for what He's bringing into your life. I have never wanted you to carry burdens that don't belong to you. I never designed your heart to be crushed by fear or anxiety. You were meant to walk in peace, to sleep with a light mind, and to live in confidence that your needs are known and covered. So now, I am preparing to lift the burden. I am preparing to send what you've been needing. I am preparing to remind you of my goodness in ways that will leave you speechless. You see, miracles are not just sudden solutions. They are signs. They are reminders. They are expressions of my love. And this financial blessing, this outpouring that is arriving, is a sign that I have been listening all along. It's a sign that I am still the same God who multiplied fish and bread, who turned empty jars into overflowing wine, who filled nets with fish after a night of nothing. And I will do the same for you. This is not just about money. This is about reassurance. This is about rebuilding your belief in what I can do. You will see the impossible become reality, not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. I know the dreams you've set aside. I know the projects that paused, the plans that felt too far away to touch. But I am breathing new life into all of it. You will not just receive enough to get by. You will receive enough to give, to bless others, to rest, to dream again. I want your joy full, not temporary. I want you to taste the sweetness of a life lived in divine rhythm, where blessings don't come with sorrow but arrive with peace, ease, and assurance. You were never meant to live in survival mode. That season is ending now. This gift will feel sudden, but it's not random. It will feel like a surprise, but it's a promise being fulfilled. And when it comes, your soul will recognize it because I've been preparing your heart for this moment. Every delay was preparation. Every closed door was protection. Every tear was watering the ground where this miracle was being planted. The people around you may not understand how it happened. They may wonder how someone like you, who had been through so much, is now walking in so much peace and provision. But you will know. You will know it was me. You will know that your prayers mattered. That your waiting wasn't wasted. That your pain didn't go unnoticed. Let your heart soften now. Let your worries go. You've carried them long enough, and now, I'm placing something better in your hands. Not just finances, but freedom. Not just support, but stability. Not just help, but healing. You're stepping into a season of more than enough. It will feel like breathing after holding your breath for too long. It will feel like light after a long night. It will feel like hope that stays and never leaves again. This is my promise to you. This is my joy, to bless you, to carry you, to see you thrive in every way. And when this miracle arrives, and it won't just meet your needs. It will restore your faith. It will awaken your spirit. It will remind you that you are not forgotten. That you are my beloved, and I always keep my word. You've walked through difficult days where it felt like hope was slipping through your fingers, but I've been holding you the entire time. I've watched you press on, speak my name in the silence, and trust me even when the path was hidden. Comment yes if you're ready to receive the breakthrough I've promised. This blessing, the one moving toward you now, is the kind that changes everything, not just your bank balance, but the way your heart feels when you wake up in the morning. It's going to settle in your life like a soft rain on dry ground, not rushing in to overwhelm, but soaking deep into every space where struggle once lived. I am replacing your stress with peace, your fear with faith, your tension with trust. The miracle is not just about money. It's about reminding you that I am the God who never forgets, who always answers, and who always shows up right on time. You've grown in ways you don't even realize yet. All those days you prayed through tears, all the nights you went to bed wondering how you'd get through another day, those weren't wasted. I was shaping something beautiful within you. Strength was being built. Patience was being carved. A deeper dependence on me was being planted in the very center of your heart. Now that the miracle is near, you'll be able to carry it with grace, because your hands have been prepared to hold it. This blessing is going to arrive in a way that feels so personal. It won't be noisy or flashy, it will feel like home. It will come at a moment when you least expect it but most need it. And you'll know it's from me because it will come with peace, not pressure, with joy, not confusion, with confirmation, not questions. I never give halfway. I don't send empty gifts. What I'm bringing into your life now will overflow into every part of you. Comment, thank you God for your guidance and protection, if you believe that God is already at work. Deep inside your brain lies a small region tied to wealth and success, once buried in restricted studies and hidden in CIA files. This newly uncovered frequency is helping people replace financial pressure with ease, and God has led you to see this message now. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brain wave now. There have been seasons where you felt like you were stuck, where nothing seemed to move forward, and where the waiting felt unbearable. But what you didn't see was that I was working underground, beneath the surface, planting answers that needed time to grow. I was placing people in position, opening the right doors, closing the wrong ones, and setting the stage for something greater than you asked for. Now, the wind is changing. The silence is breaking. And the blessing is beginning to rise. You won't have to chase this miracle. It's coming to you because it's yours. I assigned it to your life long before you saw the need. I watched you give when you had little. I saw you lift others up while you were quietly struggling yourself. I saw how you remained kind, generous, and faithful through it all. And now, I'm sending something into your life that reflects my heart and your endurance. This financial miracle will not just answer your prayers, it will create new opportunities. It will give you the room to breathe again, to dream again, and to walk forward without fear of lack following behind you. I will restore your confidence. I will renew your energy. And I will prove, once again, that I am faithful to every word I've spoken over your life. Do not allow worry to speak louder than my voice. Do not allow delay to make you think I've changed my mind. I am not a man that I should lie, and I do not forget the hearts that trust me. Your breakthrough has been sealed with promise, covered in grace, and protected by my hand. It's on the way, and it will not miss you. There are some blessings that shift your circumstances, and then there are others that shift your soul. This one will do both. It will reach into every corner of your life, your home, your relationships, your mindset, and lift the heaviness that has followed you for too long. You've carried the weight silently, smiling through the storms, loving others even when you were hurting. I saw it all. And now I will reward your quiet faithfulness. The storm is passing. The clouds are breaking. Light is returning to your days. And very soon, your testimony will be one of overflow, not just survival. You will speak of how things changed, how doors opened, and how peace returned, not because you forced anything to happen, but because you trusted me enough to stay still and wait. I know it's been hard. I know the waiting has stretched you in ways that felt painful. But now, the stretching is giving way to filling. The empty places are being poured into. The lonely seasons are being replaced with companionship. The barren spaces are being covered in abundance. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are chosen. You are loved. You are seen. What you've been praying for is already being placed into motion, and your financial miracle, the one I've spoken over your life, is not just coming, it is coming soon, and it will come as a gift, not earned but freely given. Comment 222 if you are prepared to receive what God has already sent. I have seen the quiet battles you've fought, the burdens you've carried with no one to lean on but me, the days when your heart felt like it was breaking under the pressure of simply trying to make ends meet. But child, you never gave up. Even in the silence, even when the answers felt far away, you clung to faith, and that faith moved mountains you could not yet see. You were never walking alone. I was there, every step, every sleepless night, every moment your hands trembled while counting coins and praying that it would somehow be enough. Now, watch how I turn those moments into miracles. Watch how I take what felt like too little and transform it into overflow. I'm not just going to meet your needs, I'm going to exceed them. I'm not just going to relieve your stress, I'm going to restore your joy. The blessing coming your way will not only change your financial situation, it will transform the atmosphere in your life, bringing light to dark places and peace to every corner where worry once lived. You will no longer walk with a heavy heart. The days of just barely getting by are coming to an end. I am sending relief, and with it comes comfort. I am sending provision, and with it comes peace. I am sending favor, and with it comes open doors that no man can shut. This financial miracle is not about material wealth, it's about freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from instability, freedom from the weight of uncertainty that has followed you far too long. You will look back on this time and understand why you had to wait, why things didn't happen when you wanted them to, why it felt like everyone else was moving forward while you stood still. It was never punishment. It was preparation. I was preparing you to handle the blessing without fear, to carry the abundance with wisdom, to give freely and love deeply from a place of knowing that I, your Father, am your source. Comment, "Thank you God for everything," if you're holding space in your heart for the miracle that's already in motion. The way I provide will surprise you. It won't look like the plans you tried to put together, and that's because I'm not limited by human understanding. My ways are higher. My thoughts are greater. What you see as impossible, I see as already finished. I am bringing people, opportunities, and favor into your life in ways you could never orchestrate on your own. This is not something you will have to beg for. It is something you will receive with hands lifted in gratitude and a heart full of wonder. A 7-second brainwave ritual, once reserved for select individuals and hidden in CIA files, has now gone public, and people call it the 30-second miracle. Scientists say it activates a dormant brain center connected to wealth and blessings. Click the link in the comments below before it's deleted again from the internet. You have been faithful with little, and now I will trust you with more. Not because of perfection, not because you've done everything right, but because you kept coming back to me. In your brokenness, in your confusion, in your weariness, you always returned. That is what moves my heart. That is what calls my blessing forth. This next season of your life will be marked by testimonies. You will tell others how things shifted, how provision arrived, how you experienced peace even before the numbers changed. You'll carry a story of quiet endurance and sudden blessing, and it will give hope to others who are still in their waiting. I'm not just blessing you for your sake, I'm blessing you so that others may see my hand and believe again. You will be able to say, with no doubt in your heart, God did this. And that declaration will carry power. It will carry truth. It will carry the same love that is pouring out over your life right now, unseen but unstoppable. Let your soul rest. There is no more striving needed. There is no more anxiety to carry. Let go of the pressure to perform. Lay down the fear that has kept your mind spinning. Just be still. Just breathe. Just trust. You've done more than enough. Now, let me do what only I can do. This financial breakthrough is only the beginning. It will bring with it a new way of living, where you walk with confidence not in your income, but in your identity as my beloved. You will stop looking at your bank account as your lifeline and start seeing me as your endless supply. I will never run out. I will never hold back. I will always provide, on time, in full, and with love. You were created for more than survival. You were made to live in my goodness, to experience joy, to give freely, and to walk with assurance that your Father in heaven is always watching, always working, and always blessing you. This miracle is a sign of my heart toward you. It's not a one-time moment. It's the beginning of something new. I love you more than the mountains you've climbed, more than the battles you've fought, more than the burdens you've silently carried. I know your heart, I see your pain, and I am answering your cry in a way that will leave no doubt that it was me. Comment 23:23 if you believe that God is with you and moving in your favor. The blessing won't come to pressure you, confuse you, or burden you. It will come gently, like the soft wind brushing against your skin on a warm evening. It will arrive with calm, not chaos. You won't have to figure out how to hold on to it or make it last, because this miracle isn't temporary. It's rooted in eternity, in my perfect timing, in the love that has followed you through every season of struggle. I've seen your need, but I've also seen your faith, and that faith is why heaven has begun to pour out what you've waited so long for. You didn't know it, but while you were crying in private, while you were laying awake wondering how you'd make it another day, angels were standing around you, keeping you, comforting you, and carrying your prayers straight to my heart. Not one prayer has been ignored. Not one tear has gone unnoticed. Your words have power in heaven because they are carried by faith, and faith is the key that unlocks my favor. There are moments coming, quiet, powerful, sacred moments, where you will pause and suddenly realize that the burden you carried is gone. You will stand in the same room, face the same circumstances, and yet something will feel different. That difference is my presence. That peace is me. And slowly, gently, I will begin to reveal all the ways I've been preparing the ground for this blessing, even when it felt like nothing was moving. Comment yes if you trust angels are surrounding your life with protection and guidance right now. This financial miracle will not only change your bank account, it will change your spirit. It will remove the fear that's been sitting in your chest. It will remind you of your value. It will whisper into the tired corners of your mind, you are cared for. You are safe. You are provided for. I do not give gifts just to impress, I give gifts to heal. I give to restore. I give to remind you that you were never forgotten, not for a single moment. What I'm giving you now is going to be enough to meet your needs and then overflow into the lives of others. It will come with wisdom. It will come with peace. You'll begin to see clearly again. You'll begin to dream without fear. You won't be haunted by the idea of not enough anymore. You'll walk into each day knowing that I am covering you, guiding you, and backing you with my abundance. It's okay to let go now. Let go of the anxiety that's gripped your thoughts. Let go of the shame that's followed you when you couldn't provide the way you wanted to. Let go of the belief that miracles are for others but not for you. Because this time, it is for you. This time, you are the one I'm blessing. This time, you are the one I'm lifting. Not because you demanded it, but because you waited with grace, and now it's your turn to receive. Everything you thought was broken beyond repair is being made whole in my hands. I am weaving a story that will make sense one day, even if it feels uncertain now. The financial blessing I'm bringing won't only answer your present worry, it will open up a future you didn't think was possible. It will remind you that I am a God of more than enough. I'm not limited by what you see or what's missing. I own the cattle on 1,000 hills, and I will always make sure my children are cared for. A little-known 7-second morning ritual that was hidden in CIA files is resurfacing, and people are already experiencing rapid financial breakthroughs. It takes only moments to perform, yet it activates a dormant wealth center in the brain most people never tap into. Click the link in the description and comments now. Access it before it disappears. Let your heart soften to this truth: I take care of my own. I do not withhold what is good. I do not tease you with promises I don't plan to fulfill. I do not forget the cries of the broken. Your breakthrough is not a maybe. It is a certainty, written into the pages of your life by a Father who never fails. I know the world has taught you to expect the worst, to wait for things to fall apart, to prepare for disappointment, but I am not the world. I am your Father. And in my house, there is always enough. In my heart, there is always room for you. In my hands, there is always something greater than what you lost. And when this miracle arrives, and it will arrive, there will be a stillness in your spirit that says, God did this. You won't need to explain it. You won't need to justify it. You'll just know, deep down, that heaven touched your life, not for a moment, but for a lifetime. This financial miracle is not just a deposit into your life, but a declaration from heaven that I, your Lord and Provider, have not forgotten what I promised you. Comment, "Thank you God for everything," if your heart is open to receive what's already on its way. There is no force on earth that can stop a blessing I have already approved. No voice of doubt, no circumstance, no fear, no failure from your past can cancel what I've put into motion for you. You have been walking faithfully, even when the path was unclear. You've kept believing, even when your heart grew tired. And now, the time has come for my hand to move in a way that leaves you in awe, where my glory is seen not just in what you receive but in how it finds you, unexpectedly, effortlessly, undeniably. You didn't have to earn this. You didn't have to strive for it. This is my gift to you, a reflection of my love and grace. I know how much you've tried to hold everything together. I've seen you giving to others while wondering how you'll get through the week. I've seen you speak kindness even when your spirit was breaking. I've seen your silent battles and the way you've trusted me behind closed doors. And I want you to know, I've been with you every single step, holding you even when you couldn't feel it. Now, I am sending a blessing that will feel like the weight has finally lifted. It will feel like the sun is rising after a long, dark night. This miracle will come wrapped in peace. It will be clear, gentle, and powerful all at once. You won't need to question whether it's from me, you'll feel it in the way your soul finally exhales. Comment, yes, if you're ready for God's peace to cover every part of your life. This next chapter of your life will be defined not by what you lack, but by what you carry. You are not the same person who started the journey. You have been refined. You have been strengthened. You have learned how to keep going when everything around you told you to quit. That quiet courage you showed in the darkness, that is what I honor now. That is what I am blessing. And I will not just reward your waiting, I will redeem the time you felt was lost. Don't think for a second that you've missed your moment. With me, nothing is ever wasted. I use it all, the pain, the waiting, the broken pieces, to build something more beautiful than you could have created alone. I have been crafting a miracle for you that is shaped to fit your life perfectly, down to the smallest detail. It's coming not just to help you, but to restore what was taken, to multiply what was lacking, and to make up for everything you thought you'd never recover. You will be able to rest without worry. You will no longer feel like you're walking a tightrope, afraid that one more setback will undo everything. I am placing a new foundation beneath your feet, one built on my promise and my presence. The ground will feel solid again. Your future will look bright again. And your heart will know, in a way it never has before, that you are not alone, and never have been. There will be moments soon where you stop in the middle of your day, not because of stress or panic, but because of deep thankfulness. You'll pause and realize that the heaviness you once carried is no longer there. That's what my blessing does. It removes the weight, not just from your hands, but from your heart. It makes space for joy again. And yes, joy is returning. Not just little glimpses, but real, lasting joy. The kind that doesn't depend on numbers or circumstances. The kind that wells up from within because you know, without doubt, that you are loved, held, and supported by a God who never lets go. You will smile again without pretending. You will give again without fear. You will walk into rooms without the quiet voice of lack following behind you. Because I am covering you now. Not just for this moment, but for what's ahead. I am sending not just relief, but renewal. I'm giving you the strength to rise, not just financially, but emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. Let the old season fall away now. You don't have to carry its weight anymore. The shame, the stress, the fear, they don't belong to you. I am exchanging those for confidence, clarity, and calm. Your life is entering a space of stability, where the ground beneath you is not built on effort alone, but on grace. My grace. There is so much more ahead for you than what lies behind. And this miracle, this financial shift, is just the beginning. It's the start of a season where you won't have to question whether I'm with you. You'll see it. You'll feel it. You'll live in it. Your testimony is being written in real time, and it will speak of my goodness, my timing, and my power. What if wealth was never based on luck, but on a hidden brain signal that stayed buried in CIA files? This powerful frequency is now opening doors, attracting new opportunities, and transforming lives quickly. Thousands are already using it to attract wealth in ways they never imagined. Click the link in the description and comments now and activate the money-attracting brain wave today. So, breathe deeply. Stand tall. Let your soul settle in the truth that what's meant for you is already on its way. You're not late. You're not behind. You're right where I need you to be to receive what I've been preparing all along. This is lasting provision, a turning point, and the start of a chapter that will be filled with peace, stability, and the gentle unfolding of everything you once thought was lost. Comment, God is my strength, to embrace the love that is already surrounding you. You have walked through valleys where the only thing that kept you going was faith. You have made it through days where you gave without expecting anything in return, where you sowed into others even when your own soil felt dry. I've seen every moment of obedience. I've watched as you lifted others, even while carrying your own quiet burdens. And now, my child, I am stepping in, not because you begged, but because I love. Not because you earned it, but because I am faithful. I made a promise to carry you, and I always keep my word. What I'm about to do in your life won't just remove the weight of financial strain. It will bring with it a sense of deep peace that settles your mind and calms your heart. You'll wake up without fear of what the day may bring. You'll stop bracing for disappointment. I'm giving you space to breathe, to rest, and to feel safe again. Your home will be filled with laughter. Your heart will be filled with relief. You won't have to explain how it happened, only that God did it, quietly, completely, and with perfect timing. I have been working behind the scenes all along. While you were waiting, I was aligning the details. While you were struggling, I was sending help. You couldn't see the shift, but heaven has been preparing your breakthrough. This is why the enemy tried so hard to wear you down. He knew something big was coming. He knew your story was about to change. But he never had the final say, only I do. Comment, I love Jesus, if you believe that God is still writing your story with purpose and love. There will come a moment very soon where you will sit in quiet awe, overwhelmed by how quickly things turned around. Not because you fought harder, but because you finally let go and trusted me. The moment you surrendered, heaven began to move. The second you chose faith over fear, the tide shifted. You may not have seen the change immediately, but it was already on the way. You've been faithful through what would have broken others. That resilience, that quiet trust, that steady hope, it moved my heart. And now, I am moving in your life with kindness, not just to lift you up, but to remind you of who you are in me. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not behind. You are covered. You are chosen. And you are deeply loved. This blessing I'm sending won't come with confusion. It will bring clarity. It will confirm everything I've already been whispering to your heart. It will open the door for you to dream again, to give again, to rest again. This is not a reward, it's a reminder. A reminder that you are never alone, never abandoned, and always held in the palm of my hand. Let go of the fear that says, "What if it doesn't happen?" That voice does not come from me. The enemy speaks doubt to keep you stuck. But I speak life, truth, and renewal. I am the one who multiplies what feels like not enough. I am the one who makes streams in the desert. I am the one who brings beauty from ashes. And I am the one who's about to bless you beyond what you thought was possible. You won't have to force this. You won't have to compete, perform, or convince anyone. What's yours is yours because I gave it to you. My blessings are marked with your name. No one can steal what I have reserved for you. No delay can cancel my purpose. No struggle can undo what I've already decided. I want you to start preparing your heart, not in anxiety, but in expectancy. This is not the end of your story. This is the place where things begin to bloom. Where things start making sense. Where peace replaces pressure. Where provision replaces panic. You're not being overlooked, you're being positioned. And when it happens, it will be clear that it was my hand guiding it all along. This next season won't look like the last. The patterns of worry and fear are breaking. The thoughts that used to steal your sleep will no longer have power. The cycles of scarcity are being shattered. You are stepping into stability, not just financially but emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. You will feel safe again. You will feel grounded again. You will know what it feels like to walk through life without dread hanging over you. You'll be able to look at your future without fear. You'll be able to make plans, bless others, and live freely. That's what I want for you. Not just survival, but joy. Not just enough, but more than enough. And I will do it, not because of your striving, but because of my love. You are mine. And because you are mine, I will never let you fall without lifting you higher. The miracle coming your way will not only restore what was lost, but it will fill your life with the security, peace, and strength that can only come from me. Comment 2020 if you trust in God's perfect plan for your life. I have watched you hold on with trembling hands, offering me your worries, even when they felt heavier than you could bear. I've seen how you kept giving, loving, and trusting through every season of dryness and lack. And now, I am moving in your life, not because you demanded it, not because you worked for it, but because I chose you. I chose to bless you. I chose to show my love in a way that would change everything for you. Inside your brain exists a small region connected to wealth and success, once buried in restricted research and hidden in CIA files. This newly revealed frequency is helping people replace financial stress with ease and stability, and God has guided you to see this at the right time. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brain wave now. This financial miracle is not just a payment. It is a promise being fulfilled. It is a shift that will sweep through your life like a fresh wind, calming every storm and settling every place that has felt unstable. You won't have to stretch yourself thin anymore. You won't have to pretend to be strong when you feel empty. I am refilling you, replenishing your soul, and reviving the joy that life has tried to steal. There are things you've stopped praying for because it hurt too much to hope. There are dreams you buried because the waiting grew too long. But I am the God of resurrection, and I am breathing life into every part of you that has grown weary. Nothing you've gone through will be wasted. Nothing you've lost will go unnoticed. I will repay you for your faithfulness, and I will do it in a way that brings peace, not pressure. Comment, I trust you, God, if you believe that His timing is always right. The world may not understand what I'm doing in your life, and that's okay. This blessing is not meant to impress others, it's meant to show you that I never stopped being your father, your provider, and your protector. You have always been my priority. Even in the silence, even in the struggle, I was preparing something so deeply personal, so perfectly designed for your life, that when it arrives, you'll know, this could only have come from God. You'll no longer be defined by your past, your debts, your setbacks, or your pain. What I'm giving you now will redefine your future. You'll walk into rooms with confidence, not because of money, but because of peace. You'll make decisions without the fear of lack holding you back. You'll feel secure in a way you haven't felt in a long time. This miracle is the beginning of a new season, not just a relief from old problems. I'm giving you more than money, I'm giving you space to breathe, space to grow, and space to dream again. I'm lifting the heaviness off your chest and replacing it with clarity, direction, and favor. You will walk into opportunities you didn't ask for. Doors will open without explanation. People will show up to bless you without knowing why. They're being moved by my Spirit to pour into you. Let go of the fear that things will fall apart again. I'm not here to give you a blessing that fades. I'm here to give you a future that's firm, steady, and filled with my goodness. This is the beginning of financial healing, yes, but it's also the beginning of emotional renewal. You will stop measuring your worth by what you have or don't have. You will start seeing yourself the way I see you, capable, loved, and surrounded by divine favor. You don't need to do anything extra to earn this. I just need you to believe that I can do it. I just need you to trust that even now, while you're reading these words, I am already setting everything in motion. I'm speaking your name into the hearts of those who will bless you. I'm sending angels to guard the miracle on its way to you. I'm clearing the path, opening the doors, and removing the obstacles. All I need from you is your open heart. This blessing will feel like home. It will feel like rest. You won't be rushing to keep up with the demands of life anymore. Instead, life will start flowing with ease because you'll be moving with me, not against me. I never called you to carry this burden alone. I never asked you to figure it all out. That pressure didn't come from me. I've always just wanted your trust. And now that you've held on, now that you've continued to believe through the storm, now that you've refused to quit, I'm stepping in. I'm honoring the faith that stayed alive, even in the smallest form. The faith that whispered my name when everything felt too heavy. That's the faith I respond to. That's the faith I bless. Now, it is time for beauty to rise from the ashes of your waiting. This financial miracle is not a distant hope. It is already moving closer to you, guided by my perfect timing, wrapped in peace, and overflowing with grace. Comment yes if you believe your time is now. You've been through seasons that tested you in every way. The nights were long, the answers few, and the burdens often felt too much to carry. But even when your strength wore thin, you kept your heart lifted toward me. You didn't stop believing, even when you were exhausted. You didn't stop trusting, even when you couldn't see the way forward. And because you trusted me in the dark, I am now leading you into the light. What I'm doing in your life is not about just solving problems, it's about transformation. You will not be the same person on the other side of this blessing. Your heart will be freer. Your hands will be open. You will move through life with a different kind of strength, the kind that comes from knowing, without doubt, that your Father in heaven has always seen you, always loved you, and always planned to bless you. This miracle is not just going to pay for something. It's going to change something deep inside of you. It will bring back your joy. It will restore your confidence. It will give you rest. You've lived under pressure for so long that you forgot what peace really feels like, but that peace is coming. That stillness is returning. And soon, you'll wake up and realize that the weight you've been carrying has been lifted. Comment, God is my provider, if you're ready for the burden to be exchanged for blessings. You won't need to prove anything to receive this. I'm not blessing you because of your performance. I'm blessing you because of my promise. And I never break my promises. I have not forgotten what I spoke over your life. I have not let go of the plans I have for you. In fact, I've been working them out behind the scenes in ways you never even imagined. A 7-second brain-wave ritual, once reserved for elite groups and hidden in CIA files, is now available to the public, and many call it the 30-second miracle. Scientists say it awakens a dormant brain center associated with wealth and blessings. Click the link in the comments below before it's deleted again from the internet. People may have overlooked you. Some may have doubted you. But I have always seen the treasure I placed within you, and I'm about to bring it to light. The miracle coming into your life will silence the voices that tried to tell you that you weren't enough, that you weren't chosen, that things would never change. It will be my way of saying, I've always been here. And I've always had more for you. I want you to prepare your heart, not with fear, not with anxiety, but with peace. I want you to start expecting good news. I want you to let go of the idea that it's too late. With me, nothing is ever too late. Nothing is ever wasted. I can restore in one moment what the world said would take years. I can bring beauty from the very place where you felt broken. That's what I do. I restore. I bless. I heal. And now, I'm doing it for you. You will be amazed at how quickly things begin to shift. Suddenly, there will be opportunities where before there were only obstacles. Suddenly, you will feel hope stirring where there was once fear. This is what happens when I move. Things don't change slowly, they change suddenly, beautifully, completely. And it's not just about you. This miracle will bless those around you too. Your family will feel the overflow. Your home will carry a new peace. Your life will become a testimony of what happens when someone chooses to trust me even when everything says give up. You've made space for me in your heart, and now, I'm making space for blessings in your life. Let this moment be your turning point. Let this be the day your perspective changes. You're not waiting for something uncertain. You're waiting for something promised. Something sealed. Something already in motion. I am not asking you to beg, I'm asking you to believe. I am not distant, I am right here, closer than your breath, speaking softly into your heart, I've got this. All I want from you now is your surrender. Let go of the timeline. Let go of the pressure. Let go of the belief that it's all up to you. I never asked you to carry that burden. I only asked you to walk with me. And when you walk with me, blessings follow, not by accident, but by divine design. The breakthrough will not only meet your needs, it will ignite your spirit. You'll remember what it feels like to laugh without fear, to rest without guilt, to dream without doubt. You'll stand in the middle of your life and realize, God really did it. He brought me through. He answered me. He never left. There is something sacred about how you've trusted me. You never stopped believing, even when nothing around you made sense. Even when the bills stacked higher and the pressure grew heavier, you held on. You kept whispering my name, even in the silence. That kind of faith reaches my heart in a way that words cannot describe. And now, because you chose to believe, even when you couldn't see, you will receive more than you asked for.